Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, could be your message at that time. And if you're here as a cross watcher for an Aquarian, welcome. And if you're new to the channel, so glad you landed here. I do hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing below. And I'm just sending out a reminder to everybody, double check your settings that you've clicked that little notification bell so you get notified of new readings. Some people have been saying they're not seeing me in their feed anymore, and that is just, I don't know what it's about, but it is sort of like a platform-wide updates sometimes knock out people's watch history. So just double check your settings, that's all. And that's both on your device, right? As well as in your YouTube settings. Okay, so here we go. I am pulling from Cosmic Journey Oracle to activate the reading. I'm getting over a little something, so I may clear my throat, cough, sneeze, etc. My apologies if it's distracting. Card 41, your greatest joy pollinates the world. And I love, we have all the little bees with the flowers. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. Yeah, seek joy, Aquarius. Wherever you go, whatever you do, seek joy. And you are the great pollinator, actually, if you're here as the Aquarian sun. That's the water bearer, even though you're an air sign. It was Aquarius. It was in the Aquarius mansion when Aquarius came into being as the zodiac was evolving that said, I must go and nourish the masses. We have to bring water. We have to sustain ourselves. So very much about pollination and sustainment of the species. So kind of perfect. All right, what I'm going to do is pull the main spread, give you my general impressions. Then we'll get the details from the clarifiers. Here we go for Aquarius. Nice overall energy for the reading. New beginning, maybe an offer coming in. Yes, it might take some time, but it'll be worth the wait. It feels to me, absolutely. So when I do this spread, it's a split soulmate spread where I'm looking at you and your divine counterpart separately. I always set the intention that this side of the spread is for the sign I'm reading for or about, which is Aquarius, and this would be the divine counterpart to Aquarius. It can be reversed. So let's say you're here as a cross watcher for an Aquarian. You could come in and say, nope, that's me, that's my energy, that's my experience of this connection. Boom, claim it. It's just a structure for me to follow for a general reading, which, by the way, reminds me that if you want a personal or private reading, there's a link in the description box below. You can go to my booking page and read all about it, okay? So since we're in the energy of potentially a new beginning, an up-leveling, commitment, or offer of some sort, let's look at where things were in the past. For your person here, 5 of Wands in the past, some form of conflict, tension, outside source of interference, their present experience of this connection right now. They're ready to make a return. This is like a triumphant homecoming. It's something that 7 of Pentacles in the near future, they trust will occur at the right time, more organically, even though we see this knight on his high horse coming back in. When he's coming back into the town, and I don't know if you can see, but all the townspeople are in the background of this card, and they're coming back to you know, the uproarious cheer of the crowds for their valor and their victory. It's a card of victory. And it's Wands, so there's kind of a lot of charged energy behind it. But what's interesting to me is that in the future, there's this patience element. And so it feels to me like when the time is right, organically speaking, this person plans to make a return, to offer some measure of peace, to forge some sort of a win-win outcome between you. Now, for you in the past, you may have already been there, because Judgment is about reconciliation as well. It is about making peace. It is about forgiveness and second chances, and redemption. It's a card of reunion and reconciliation, as I said. So your present experience of this connection is Two of Swords. You know, where are things at? I'm in a decision-making process at this moment. It's sort of how it's coming through. But should this person arrive with an offer from their heart, it may represent the new beginning you've waited for. So go ahead and get clear about what it is you want, or a decision you think you have to make around this connection, because when the time is right, this person is coming in, and what they have to offer is really beautiful, potentially extremely vulnerable, and it will represent something that you've probably both waited for. So let's clarify, shall we? Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Hanged Man. Yeah, there's a return here. This person coming toward you and aware of, you're kind of coming in with this very grounded, stable energy, almost like whenever the last time this person was in your presence, you're not, it's like coming back to a touchstone, right? They can count on it. They can count on you being who you are, being rock solid, being steady. And so I'm feeling you as the Queen of Pentacles, and this person coming back in. There's a lot of passion and impulse and motivation rising up. And the Hanged Man underneath is interesting, because whenever I pull from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, or as a reminder, I'm tapping into unconscious awareness, to something in the psyche, or maybe something playing out behind the scenes. And it's almost like what I said before with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. When the time is right, the decision will be made. So the Hanged Man in this case is sort of waiting for enlightenment. It's like a pause, a moment of pause. It's not things growing stagnant here. It's a pause, because there's a lot of momentum building as something comes toward you both. I feel like this, is just a moment to sort of surrender to the timing of it all. So let's see in the past for this person. Five of Wands. Yeah, there was, okay. So this person in the past, whenever this occurred, wasn't ready to offer something in any form of a reciprocal way. It seems to me the relationship was one-sided. There was some kind of outside source of conflict, maybe an internal conflict for this person. Doesn't feel to me like it was between the two of you, but it's almost like whatever happened, it sent this person packing. The Page of Swords underneath, some curiosity about something. Maybe they needed more information. They were seeking some form of clarity. And maybe it's even possible, Page of Swords reversed, that they gave you no clue as to what the conflict was, what the cause of their disappearing act. It does feel like this person walked away, and they may not have spoken to it very much. So let's see the Six of Wands now as they have this triumphant return. Page of Wands, Tower. Okay, so they're aware, Tower moment in the past. I almost feel like they're coming in with some message that's uplifting, positive, optimistic even, and it may explain a lot about whatever wasn't sustainable in the past, whatever it was that sent them in a different direction for that time. They're coming back to make peace around the Tower moment, to sort of reconcile any differences, but the messaging will be very optimistic, and on some level internally, they're at that point where they hope it allows the two of you to move forward to some kind of calmer situation, some peace of mind around the situation. Let's see the Seven of Pentacles in the near future. Oh, Two of Swords for them. Seven of Cups. Five of Cups. Kind of like when they get to that point where they're coming toward you, there's this moment where they get confused. A lot of options to process, a lot of different ways they can come toward you, a lot of different messages they can offer you, and the regrets start to rise up, the regrets of the past, the mistakes of the past. So this is the point where they kind of slow their roll a bit, and they just sort of till the fertile soil, as it were, with that Seven of Pentacles being their patience, their awareness that the timing is everything. And I kind of feel that way already, because we've got this momentum building, and then we have a Hanged Man. We have the momentum building, and then we have Two of Swords on the Seven of Pentacles. Like, wait, let me get clear. This is an important decision. I got to get it right. So being that they have all this emotional overwhelm and confusion, it may slow them down a bit because they're in consideration of all that went wrong in the past. So I kind of like it. I feel like this is somebody who is excited and positive. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, we have this Six of Wands, all the Wands energy building. But then there's this moment where they say, wait a minute, this is important and I got to get it right. And I've made mistakes in the past. So I have to sort through things and be sure I'm clear about my objectives here. So that bodes well. Let's see the Judgment card in the past for you. The Moon. Whew. Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords. So whenever this person walked away, I feel like you were completely clueless. Definitely left a mark. This was painful. On some level, you were maybe fearful that it was a permanent ending, a painful ending. But with the Queen of Cups here, like almost bleeding heart energy, trying to maintain some hope around a second chance, almost very compassionate and offering forgiveness despite your pain. I know that sounds weird, but someone here, that's important for you to know, because I'm seeing it, but it feels to me like it's something you probably didn't let on. You may have kept to yourself, almost like suffering in silence is what I'm seeing here in the past for you. You may have suffered in silence, may not have understood what was happening or why, but you may have just sort of given this person some form of, I don't want to say absolution, but on some level, like, go in peace, right? Because we have Judgment with this archangel and that red cross symbol, almost that symbol of all is well. You're protected. Really interesting. Two of Swords in your present experience of this connection. Ten of Cups. Judgment again. I could cry. King of Wands. You're like, if this person is ready to come claim the love, I am ready for my happily ever after. Your forgiveness carries on here. Your, whoever you are, I think you have come from this with all the right intentions, with an open heart that probably got clobbered, and for whatever reason, you made peace with it as quickly as you could. And so what that does, I know I'm getting emotional. I also don't feel well, so factor that in. So what happens when we come from that energy of, look, I don't have to understand. You're doing what you're doing, and you're obviously doing it for a reason, and whatever. It's out of my hands. I, of course, send you on your way with love and my forgiveness because I'm out of the control seat here. That's what I feel I see here in the past. And now you're making a decision. If this person is coming toward you, Six of Wands, right? Knight of Wands, King of Wands, claiming the love, do you still have that capacity for forgiveness and second chances? That's what the Two of Swords is about now. You're in that space now where you got to get clear. They're going to be in that headspace in the future. You're there right now. If this person comes toward you to claim this relationship, the love that you have offered them that they rejected or denied or weren't ready for or capable of or for whatever reason and left you clueless about why they moved on or took a pass, I feel like you're at that moment where you've got to get clear if you still have that space in your heart for this person. Because Knight of Cups in the near future, Four of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Right? Are you going to come from a guarded heart? Or are you still holding on to what you value? That Four of Pentacles can go either way. I feel like this person is going to come toward you as soon as they get their proverbial shit together, right? Because they're going to have a lot that they need to overcome from the past, a lot of, regrets and mistakes and things that they don't want to repeat. And they're going to put themselves through the emotional paces and make this important decision in the right timing, organically. They're not going to push it. Even though I'm feeling the momentum building, that's why energetically you're in that same headspace of, is this what I want? This is important. It involves potentially our future. So I feel like if this person shows up for you here in 3D, are you open to receiving what it is they have to offer? King of Cups doesn't speak much about how they feel, but it's not for lack of feeling things very deeply. So that King of Cups underneath, if that's what you really need to know, is this person now emotionally available? Then that is something you have to take into consideration. The question is, with that Four of Pentacles, are you holding on to what you recall of this connection? Are you holding on to what you value in it? Or are you going to be more in self-protection mode? Right? Like having your heart guarded, because you did not do that in the past. In the past, you were pretty vulnerable and emotionally available, and maybe you got clobbered. And so that's part of this important decision that you're making right now, Two of Swords, as to whether you can forgive and move on and move forward in this connection. But that Four of Pentacles is probably the sticking point here going forward. That's what I see. So if this is resonating for you, I'm going to give you the astrology in a second. If it's resonating for you and you want the rest of the story, I'm going to continue this reading in the extended. There's a link below in the very first sentence of the description box. So here's who shows up. We have Capricorn energy in the Queen of Pentacles, Sagittarius in the Knight of Wands, Neptune here in our Hanged Man, which rules Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. We've got Mars here in the Tower, which rules Aries. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Moon is Pisces, and Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. Pluto's out twice here. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Knight of Cups is Pisces. King of Pentacles is Taurus. King of Cups is Scorpio. Some really powerful energies here. So in the extended, I'm going to look at the two of you together like I'm pulling you together in 3D, the strengths and challenges of this relationship, the opportunities going forward. We'll get your messages to and from each other at 5D. What does this person really want you to know? What are they trying to tell you? We'll get that card. We'll get a card from Spirit or the Universe with some guidance or something you need to pay attention to, hidden energies for this person, what you can't see but might want to know about, and of course what might unfold going forward if nothing were to change. So that's what we'll be doing in the extended, and I will see you there in a second. Bye for now.